नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये नष्टप्रायेषु आपत्रेषु नित्यं भागवतसेवया भगवतीम् उत्तमश्लोकीं भक्तिं भवतीर्नैष्ठिकीं श्रीमद्भागवतम कांड 5 chapter 19 text 5 मर्त्यवतारत्वैकमर्त्यशिक्षणम् मर्त्यवतारत्वैकमर्त्यशिक्षणम् रक्षोवदायैव न केवलं विभो रक्षोवदायैव न केवलं विभो कुतो अन्यथा स्यात् रमत्त स्व आत्मना कुतो अन्यथा स्यात् रमत्त स्व आत्मना सीता कृतानि व्यसनानि ईश्वरया सीता कृतानि व्यसनानि ईश्वरया मर्त्यावतारत्वैकमर्त्यशिक्षणम् रक्षोवदायैव न केवलं विभो कुतो अन्यथा स्यात् रमत्त स्व आत्मना सीता कृतानि व्यसनानि ईश्वरस्य Translation purport by Srila Prabhupada. It was ordained that Ravana, chief of the Rakshasas, could not be killed by anyone but a man. And for this reason, Lord Ramachandra, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, appeared in the form of a human being. Lord Ramachandra's mission, however, was not only kill Ravana, but also to teach mortal beings that material happiness centered around sex life or centered around one's wife is the cause of many miseries. He is the self-sufficient Supreme Personality of Godhead, and nothing is lamentable for him. Therefore, why else could he be subjected to tribulations by the kidnapping of Mother Sita? Purport. When the Lord appears in this universe in the form of human being, he has two purposes, as stated in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, text 9. Paritranaya sadhunam nasaya duskritam. To destroy the demons and to protect the devotees. To protect the devotees, the Lord not only satisfies them by his personal presence, but also teaches them so that they will not fall down from devotional service. By his personal example, Lord Ramachandra taught the devotees that it is better not to enter married life, which is certainly followed by many tribulations. As confirmed in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 9, chapter 9, Canto 7, chapter 9, text 45. Yan maidunanati krigam medi sukam kirtucham kanduyane na karayoriva tukka dukkam tripyanti nekan kripana bhakutukka bhaja kandutvan nasijijam vishadedak tira. Kripanas, those who are not advanced in spiritual knowledge and who are therefore just the opposite of Brahmanas, generally take to family life, which is concession for sex. Thus they enjoy sex again and again, although their sex is followed by many tribulations. That is the warning to devotees. To teach this lesson to devotees and to human society in general, Lord Ramachandra, although the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself underwent a series of tribulations because he accepted a wife, Mother Sita. Lord Ramachandra underwent these austerities, of course, only to instruct us. Actually, he never has any reason to lament for anything. Another aspect of the Lord's instruction is that one who accepts a wife must be faithful husband and give her full protection. Human society is divided into two classes of men, those who strictly follow the religious principles and those who are devotees. By his personal example, Lord Ramachandra wanted to instruct both of them how to fully adopt the discipline of religious system and how to be a beloved and dutiful husband. Otherwise, he had no reason to undergo apparent tribulations. One who strictly follows the religious principles must not neglect to provide all facilities for the complete protection of his wife. There may be some suffering because of this, but one must nevertheless endure it. That is the duty of a faithful husband. By his personal example, Lord Ramachandra demonstrated this duty. Lord Ramachandra could have produced hundreds and thousands of Sitas from his pleasure energy, but just to show the duty of a faithful husband, he not only rescued Sita from the hands of Ravana, but also killed Ravana and all the members of his family. Another aspect of the teaching of Lord Ramachandra is that although Lord Vishnu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and his devotees may apparently suffer from material tribulations, they have nothing to do with such tribulations. They are Mukta Purusas, liberated persons, under all circumstances. It is therefore said in the Chaitanya Bhagavata, Yada teka Vaishnavera Vyavahara Dukkha Nishya Janika Taha Paramananda Sukha. A Vaishnava is always firmly situated in transcendental bliss because of engagement in devotional service. Although he may appear to suffer material pains, his position is called transcendental bliss in separation, raga. The emotion a lover and a beloved feel when separated from one another are actually very blissful, although apparently painful. Therefore, the separation of Lord Ramachandra from Sita Devi, as well as the consequent tribulation they suffered, is but another display of transcendental bliss. That is the opinion of Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakura. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Shambhule Sumadi Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namani Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pashatta Deshadarini Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Kadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. This sloka has a very strong purport and many aspects Prabhupada has mentioned. And it is a very condensed sloka and condensed purport. It like a lot of details are needed to explain these things. First portion is, I take the last portion which is more interesting. Lord need not to be lament for anything because Lord is, as Prabhupada told, he can produce thousands of sitas. He need not to worry for this sita. He can create lesser potential. But he wanted to show the example of Ekapatni Purusha. That means he wants to show the world he is sticking to only one wife, which is the very important fact in the modern days also we need to consider. The main reason is also in particular Lord Ramchandra as a Satriya is entitled to take as many wives as he likes, as per Shastra. There is nothing to prohibit him to take many wives. Even then, he was very much stick to that, having that only one wife, and to prove that whatever be the situation, he wanted to protect her. In his Prabhupada mentioned, one who is sincere devotee or husband should protect the wife also, as to set an example for the devotees and this public common man. Both class, Prabhupada mentioned about two classes. One is devotees, another who follow the religious systems, means karmakanda portions of things. For both of them, he sets an example by showing that how one who accepts the wife needs to give the protection for her at any situation. Because for that sake, he was sticking to Sitama and also was protecting her and taking back from Ravana and proved the things. These are all very important instruction he is trying to give it to common people. That's how the beginning starts with Martya Avadara Sihayeva Martya Sikshanam. Martya Sikshanam means one who is going to die, Martya, that who is going to leave this body for this, all living entities. He wanted to give instruction, Sikshanam, by this Avadara, because he was trying to give instruction to things. Even though Lord is having two purposes in Avadara, Partarana Sadhu Vinasa Duskritam, not only, as Prabhupada is mentioning, he is not only giving protecting devotees as well as giving instruction by the way he is living. Actually, I remember one of the students, or I used to give to class students, most of them, they were little hesitant to accept Krishna because they could not understand Krishna's pastimes, but they are easily taking care of or taking Rama, because the modern life, sometimes people are misunderstanding the Leela of the Lord, either in Krishna Avadar or Rama Avadar. And Rama Avadar is more stick to the religious system, because religious system tells how one should live the life, how one should protect. That way, Rama Avadar is more close to many of the people. Only Krishna Avadar is very highly elevated people who can be beyond this religious system, means they can be pure devotees who is completely devoid of any sense of enjoyment in their mind, body or words. They can take to this quickly. But this main thing is one has to follow this Ramavadar for beginning or even the conditioned state. Even I remember Prabhupada used to tell, we have installed all the temples, Radha Krishna deities, but he was telling everybody has to worship in Vishnu, Lakshmi form. And he didn't recommend Radha Krishna form immediately to be worshipped. And I have read 2-3 places, Prabhupada is very clearly mentioning. Because the thing is, we are under condition. Condition means we have to go under rules and regulations. When you are totally free, then you can go beyond all these things because you will not be affected. You are under completely devoid of sense enjoyment and protection of the Lord. This is the main concern of these things. And even in the case of Lord Ramachandra, there is many confusion. Like here, he is telling why he need to lament that he is like he is the self-sufficient Supreme Lordhead, but nothing is lamentable for him. Therefore, why else could he be subject to tribulations by the kidnapping of Mother Sita? Like Lord's nature is sometimes create confusion in the devotees. We talked one sense about Krishna and Rama, but even in the Rama Avatar, there are many things which is little confusing. And I remember one of the songs written by one of the first disciple of Ramanujacharya, first or second, I don't know, Kuresha. Kuresha has written nice songs in Sanskrit. He has written Panchastvam, about 5 set of songs. One is about Adi Manasastvam. When I read this portion, I remember that Adi Manasastvam means this contains only 63 slokas, 61 slokas. He is talking about different avatars of Lord, how they are above the Manasastvam, above the human birth. Even the Krishna and Rama born appeared as a human beings, but they are above human, Adi Manasastvam, above that. In that there is some 16 slokas on Rama Avatar. And it's very nicely is telling how that whole avatar is creating in the minds of the devotees little confusion and all those things. First he is starting with the things, Lord, some or other way, you heard he is starting with Sita being kidnapped. I have some question to ask you to Lord. I am little confused, Kuresha is telling. I saw your Sita is kidnapped by Ravana and you are lamenting like anything and crying, and Lakshmana has to console you. So much you behaved like an ordinary being. But what is the reason you need to go under such tribulations? Because you are all transcendental, all blissful energy. How can you come across this? Also, when Mother Sita was kidnapped, Jadai came to help him, and Jadai was almost killed by Ravana. And when you met Jadayu, you just saw her direction to moksha, Vaikuntha. But at the same time, you are pretending that you don't know where Sita is there. And how can I understand this? You are able to send Jadayu to Vaikuntha. You are showing path to Vaikuntha to Jadayu. But you are unable to see where Mother Sita is there. How can I believe it? Also Jadayu, he didn't go through any yoga marka, jnana marka, bhakti marka, anything. Also, it is a bird which is ineligible to understand the spiritual things. Also, it is killed by a Brahmin, Ravana. If somebody is killed by Brahmana, there is no question of getting moksha or Vaikuntha. These three disqualification is there for Jadayu. Still you promoted her to the Vaikuntha, but you are telling you don't know where is Sita and all. You are depending on all these monkeys to find out Sita. How can I understand this type of thing? And you are crying like an honor human being so that Lakshmana has to console you. And how can I understand? He is gone putting question, how can I understand, how can I understand? Then he is gone telling, this Sugriva, he wanted to, see when you need some help, you should go for help for equals or above people. This Sugriva is a monkey, but you want to help for him. Why you went to Sugriva? Even Bali, he was such a powerful person. He should have done the job for you, but you went to Sugriva. Why? And I didn't understand. This Vali is such a powerful person, he was keeping Ravana in his tied in the tail and took all the 4 seas. You know the story, I think. In the morning, Ravana was very puffed up with his power and he wanted to fight with Vali. Vali was in the morning puja. He is such a powerful person, he goes to 4 oceans in the morning and do puja and come back. And when he was doing puja, Ravana was thinking that now I beat him and I'll beat. Then Vali was continuing puja with his tail, he tied Ravana. And with the thing, he took all the 4 oceans and brought back what he wanted. And he left with the Ankada. Ankada was a small child to play things for him, leave him. Then he was asking, finally, Ravana understood he is a very powerful person, he made a compromise with him, made a friendship with him. Vali is such a person, he should have done it. Why you accept a Sugriva? He is a monkey. Also, this Sugriva, he wanted to test you that how you are powerful to kill Vali. He wanted to remove the bones of Tundipi Asura and the Sala tree he wanted to put in a thing. But you did. The Tundipi Asura bone was there, that big bone killed by the Vali. He was thrown in that ashrama. The bones were lying for several years. And he removed that away. Also, he 7 Sala trees, he put it pierced in one single arrow. And also, Kulaparvada, that hills, he made it in as one single arrow, all single arrow. Then it went back to his quiver. Such a powerful person you are, but you were depending for taking back Sita, all these monkeys and birds and all those things you are depending on. How can I understand? Also, finally when Sugriva, that he was asking about, he is telling another incident, when Samutra Raja, he did not appear before you, he tried to shoot him with the arrow, but he came and begged. But at the time, you told him, if they begged and therefore with all his wife he came and begged. Therefore you wanted to show him mercy. Then because you pointed the arrow, you wanted some other target. Then there is some northern ocean in some island. There are plenty of asuras are there. That was kept as on target and he killed them. Some thousands of miles away, you are able to kill the asuras from an arrow from here. But you are always very nearer to Sri Lanka and Ravana is there, you are unable to kill him. How can I believe it? And therefore, all your activities are Adi Manasastva. It is beyond the things. Only to confuse the human beings, oh, Rama is an ordinary man. You are behaving like an ordinary man. But at the same time, only people, devotees can understand, is above the Adi Manasastva, means above the capabilities. And this is the same thing. Here also, Lord, how can he cry for Sita? This is one reason, Adi Manasva. Another reason Prabhupada is mentioning is, because Lord wanted to show all the human beings, what do you want to show? Married life is hellish. Therefore, somebody who wants to take the marriage life, they have to go under all these tribulations. Lord wanted to show to the people, not that. It's like he is not affected, but Lord wanted to show the people who enters the married life, they have to undergo these things. But Prabhupada in a very comfortable way gives 2 paragraphs. First about how this, second para, how married life also, how one should protect. This is, he is talking about Grahamedi and Grahasthas. Grahamedi means only accepting married life only for enjoyment. That is Grahamedi. He doesn't know any other option other than enjoying. He thinks only enjoying is the purpose of the married life. Grahastha means who accepts the married life under rules and regulations. This person's Lord's instruction goes through. And Grahastha is under rules and Grahamedi is not under rules. Grahastha means by his regulated life, he can come out of this sex desire quickly. But Grahamedi, because of he doesn't follow any rules and regulations, he is further entangled with the married life. This is the difficulty or difference between these two. Prabhupada is mentioning about this, another aspect is telling another aspect of these things. Therefore, these particularly people who takes married life as for enjoyment or only for pleasure, they undergo all these tribulations like maintenance, sufferings, fightings, quarrels, everything comes under this category. One who takes married life for under regulations, strict regulations and rules and regulations, he can slowly come out, he can enter next stages of life, asrama. Like Grahastha is a intermediate asrama, not a permanent end asrama. Actually, 4 asramas starts with the brahmacharya, that's a basement, strong basement, like a building, strength depends on the basement. Like a strong brahmachari life, completely devoid of sex desires, any form. And the second level is Grahastha. Somebody enters, somebody can directly go to sannyas. And Grahastha life, little concession is given. It is little concession as Prabhupada is mentioning, but it is not the end. One who follows this Grahastha life and enjoy the life under the certain rules and regulations, he can come to the next stage of Anaprastha and sannyas. Therefore, the ultimate goal is everybody has to end up with give up this married life. This is the purpose. In between, people generally avoid all these rules and regulations. We undergo all the sufferings. But Lord perfectly, he was Ekapatni Varta. He was following very strictly all these rules and regulations. He is need not to suffer and also is the Lord. But still, he wanted to show the world Matya Avadaras, Matya Shikshanam. For the people, he wanted to teach common people that how one should live this life of stick to family life. And this way, one should be able to come out of this bondage directly, very easily. Like one who is addicted to drugs, doctors give systematically particular dosage. One who is a drug addict means he doesn't have any rules and regulations. He is go on getting drinks or drugs continuously. Therefore, he can never come out. Therefore, if you go for treatment, they give morning this much dose, evening this much dose. Doctor himself will give. Because if we suddenly stop it, they go mad. Similarly, with conditioned souls also, we have a lot of conditions and desires. We cannot give it up totally. Therefore, somebody enters the Grahastha asrama. But it should be limited. Rules are subject to rules and regulations. Grahastha asrama rules are heavy. Everyone, some of you may be knowing many rules are there. And somebody, like a doctor giving morning and evening, slowly then he reduces per day one time, and maybe one alternate day, then maybe a week, once in a week, then parallelly gives some medicine also. Both he gives some medicine and this. Then slowly it comes to the end, these drugs. Similarly, this family life or Grahastha life also, If you are following this medicine of devotion, as well as we are continuing this like a very limited dose as per the Shastra's rules, slowly we will be able to come out. This is the conditioned souls Lord has given this opportunity, and but at the same time, conditioned souls, it forgets the rules and regulations, suffers. Lord wanted to show of accepting the this married life, how one should undergo all the troubles and the tribulations. This is the Martya Shikshanam is giving. And since this lot of points and other things Lord has mentioned in this thing, I am able to tell some of this portion. And certainly this Lord nature is very powerful, and he is not subject to any of these rules and regulations. Still, he himself voluntarily imposed Lord Ramachandra the role of Ekabhakti Nibrada, and he wanted to show the Martya section of all the people that how one should married person, how one should behave, or how one should give what are the rules and regulations applicable to him. And this both ways he was giving, and this is the purport of this whole slogan Prabhupada explained and all those things. Final one is talking about Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's opinion, and Vishwanath Thakur telling about Lord when he is separated from Sita, it's not a bad thing or worrying thing. Even that worrying is some sort of an enjoyment, and it's a bhava, viraha bhava. Therefore, it's a mode where Lord entered in separation, not like a material life. When we get separated, we get materially crying, but Lord is transcendental, is spiritual separation. We know all about this bhava, and his Bhakti Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is mentioning about this particular bhava separation in which Lord cried. All these things is mentioning. Hare Krishna. Any questions, answers? Yes.
Hare Krishna. Thank you for a nice informative class. You explained nicely how, and just kind of expanding on what Prabhupada had mentioned, and with the verse mentioned about Lord Ramachandra coming to teach in terms of the misery of married life and sex life. And I'm wondering if you could go into maybe a little bit of detail explaining how after Lord Ramachandra heard that the citizens were criticizing him for accepting Sita back, then he again, banished her at that point. So I wonder if you could explain a little bit about the lesson that we can learn from that.
It's a commentary or maybe.
It's a question.
What is the exact question you are asking?
Question is, when Lord Ramachandra, towards the end of the Leela, he banished Sita, from what I understand. I'm not that conversant with Malayalam, but...
The brahmachari, when he enters, so the question, what is that kind of?
When Lord Ramchandra got death of Sita, Varshaman was saying that. So here Ramchandra was banishing again Sita.
Okay. This Lord Ramachandra, the question was asked about, even though Lord Ramachandra is very strictly protecting his wife, in the later days, when he took the kingdom, the Varshaman was criticizing with his wife and the things, and hearing this, Lord Ramachandra banished Sita Devi to Valmiki ashram. And the thing is, mainly, this looks little contradiction, why Sita Devi should be banished from there. And this is again, Lord is giving Martya Shikshanam. For a common man, he should not feel that his wife also goes anywhere, still he can accept. And Lord wanted to show, even though he knows 100% Sita Devi is very pure, but for the sake of instructing Martya Sikshanam, common man, he has to adopt this step. That's what Ramayanam also telling. He doesn't have any individual opinion. As a king, as a Kshatriya, as a duty, and he has come as a Lord, he has to give the instruction to the common man. For that sake, he is banishing Sita Mataji. And by the time, Sita Mataji also tells, when I was going into the Vanavasha time, I saw all these rishis and rishi patnis, but I could not give them anything. Just a few days before only she asked. Therefore, can I go now and give them lot of gifts and presentation to the rishi patnis? Rama told, okay. But the same night, the messenger comes and tells, this is about that washerman is talking. Now what should I do? Then he didn't even interfere. He tells full gifts and other things. Kept and is called Lakshmana. You go and leave her in near that Vanmi ashram and come back. And he explained to Lakshmana the reason. As a king, as a devotee, Kshatriya, and for common man, for his purpose I have to tell, because as a common man he is criticizing me, because my wife was taken by the thing, Ravana, but how can he accept and all those things. Now therefore, for instructing him I have to do this job. But he is a transcendentally, both of them understand each other. And it's not the thing, Sita Mataji did not understand. Also it's like, they have very special pastimes of these things. But Ramayana statement is, for the common man to be instructed, he followed the things. Yes.
Thank you.
Right.
Since you're from South India, I think in South India people are more keen in following rules and regulations, and there is more talk about duties than rights. But I want to know, in relation to women.
In relation to?
Women. How does Bhagavad theology or theology of Ramayana or Bhagavad affects the social life of women in ISKCON? And women is depicted in many ways, as mother, as daughters, saintly women, or lustful women. So I want to know, is there something in scripture that is also for pro-change, modern women?
That is also preaching up.
No, is there something in scripture that's also useful and principles which can be derived or good for modern women, pro-change women? There is obviously something for traditional women, but is there something for modern women, those who want change?
Question you could understand, I think. It's anything separate rules for women who are violating. I think, or modern women. And there are people who are following, there is no problem, there are rules are there. But people who are not following, it's first of all, this category is, we need to consider both things, both are violating. One cannot violate, both has to violate. Also the thing is, there is nothing called rules for separate for this woman who are violating, because they are already violating. How can you form the rules for violation? For example, somebody disobey the law, how can you form the law for the disobeying citizens? They are already disobeying. And the thing is, only thing is not only in everywhere in the world, the modern media has contaminated thoroughly. Therefore, even South India is getting drained out of all these qualities. And it's very tough because the modern media has done things. That's why ISKCON has a very big duty of making them back to line. And whatever Prabhupada met in the 1966 in Western countries, same thing is in India now. People are unable to maintain their standards. Parents are unable to maintain the children, their standards. Husband is unable to keep the wife, or wife is unable to maintain the husband's standard. These are all very common things. And therefore we don't restrict to only women or something. Even gents also equally this thing. And the only solution, as per there is no explicit rules, but there is a rule where in the Krishna Bhakti or devotion like Prabhupada taught, one may be able to come out. Practically I am a Grihastha and I have more than 25 years I am in a married life. But still, by following the strict principles and other things, I could understand a lot of things you could come out. Even as a brahmachari, when I practiced also, I could see practically you could come out of this desire very fast out. And still, because of old karma, somebody can enter some grihastha life, but they may able to come out. And certainly, there is no other hard and fast rules except you follow chanting and prasadam and other things. That will make the rules. With respect to devotees, they don't bother about these individual things. It comes as a byproduct. Main, you are following the rules and regulations. As a byproduct, all these characters, rules and regulation comes. We don't put our mind deep in these things because it is other way of getting involved. This is two sides of the same coin. You think of negative also, you will be got entangled. Therefore, the devotee never tried that way. Devotee always give the Parantashva Nivartade, Bhagavad Gita tells. You are getting higher taste in devotion. Actually, that other taste will go. Practically, we could see either brahmachari or grihastha or any stage, when you are continuing this chanting and prasadam, these are higher taste. All other things automatically goes up. This is the simple solution. A boy or girl or woman or man, anybody, this is a common rule. This is a very applicable rule. Even though I had gone through previously coming to ISKCON, I have gone through different yoga practice, yoga things. Maybe there it may be nice. When you come out of the place, it's gone. But this you can go anywhere, any place, still you can maintain your standard. And therefore, the simple rule for anybody is chant and take prasad. This will sort out the problem. Looks like a very simple, but it works out. Something people are not accepting, simple things will not work out. There's a gentle some feeling, but this is a very simple thing, but it works out. I took it because it worked out for me. Still, I go challenged people. Till now, 25 years, I have so many things nobody has told. Everybody has come out, trying to come out. At least they see some progress. At least progress they could see it. Therefore, we don't go deeper into the other aspect of morality and all these things. We concentrate our thing by the product this will go. Any other question, please? Some mic can you give? Or little come front, you can come front little. Mic will go. Yes, please.
Thank you very much. Sir, when I entered this arena, the temple, I wanted to come this side of the road and sit to hear your discourse. But your security man would not allow me. He said only devotees can come and sit and hear you. Is there any special criteria or conditions one has to fulfill to come this side of the road and sit?
Is there any rule? I think no rule, no?
Saying that the security said only devotees can sit here. What are the qualifications to come to this side of the room?
No, nothing. As he is the president. That's why I'm asking him. There is no rule. Anybody can come and sit and hear.
But your man replied, his security man, he would not allow me. He said only devotees can come and sit here.
They will be instructed.
They will be instructed. He is telling. They will be instructed properly.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay. Talk about it.
Thank you very much. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.